the topic into Japan-Korea relations, there are many debates between the two countries, and Japan and Korea have often been inconsistent with each other in resolving and compensating for the past wrongdoing. Japan used to express apologies to the past annexation against Korea in general, while denying its legal responsibilities in actual critical pointed issues such as conflict women, cultural heritages, and human and material exploitation, or dreadful massacres. Do you think has Japan been legally exempted from those responsibilities? It's a very international legal problem.
Well,
So,
the
morally, yeah, Japan accepts rights. Yeah,
I think we have to distinguish between the legal aspect and, as you have been saying, the
moral aspects.
moral
Right.
aspect. Now, when, well, for instance, just take another example. When war ended and when Japan restored diplomatic relations with some of the with allied powers, we had a treaty, San Francisco Peace Treaty, or some bilateral treaties. Now, when you have a war or similar situation, of course, there arises the question of settlement of the damage, but you cannot really solve everything, and but as far as legal questions concerned, those peace treaty are supposed to settle the questions. Now, in case of our relation with the Republic of Korea, when we established normal relations, we had a basic agreement.
1965.
And there, the question of compensation for damage was solved in a way that Japan would provide the assistance. Now, it doesn't really mean that you cannot, I mean Japan is what shall I say? Japan shouldn't do anything more. I think there have been cases that when you negotiate the treaty and when you think you have settled everything, but there might be some cases which both parties didn't know at that time, and so it's up to the parties concerned to solve if there is any unsolved questions. Now, the sometimes, for instance, on this question of comfort women, I really did not know. The whole picture was known to both parties at the time of basic agreement. Now, but if not, I think there are both ways to argue it. One would say that whether you knew it or not, the basic agreement settles everything. Unless it doesn't settle everything, your relations become so unstable. Now, on the other hand, it's perfectly all right for both parties to work on another settlement. But as far as I understand, is that the government of Korea has not officially asked any amendment of the basic agreement or any new agreement on this question. They also know that Japanese are doing to help those victims. Now, I think there's also the question often raised that this, what Japan is doing, is a private fund, and it is not the Japanese national fund. Personally, I do not really see the difference. If the Japanese people are willing to do something in the form of private fund, why cannot be accepted? But the others may have a different view. But I think this is certainly the point that which is still stand in the way. And I think there are also many other problems. I think many Korean people have suffered during the war, particularly in some of the workplaces in Japan. Even if that was a private company, but still I think during the war, that was total mobilization of the whole Japanese society.